say, get in and maybe I'll begin to feel like I feel once again.
To war, to murder, to hurt, scorch the skies and poison the earth, and watch the stumbling at first and partially fix it all again. Time is cracked, the warning sirens have faded. It's coming, either hell above or heaven below. The board has been set, your bed has been made. On the edge, as you realize you can't eat your money.
Hello everybody and welcome to Cult of Edward Wrestling episode 8. My name is Edward P22. I am your lead commentator and color commentator, and we're here tonight in Cult of Ed Wrestling. Starting off our match here tonight, hot and fresh, is Shinsuke Nakamura, the FU briefcase winner, and the last Cult of Ed Wrestling special show against Edward P123. And Nakamura coming out to the fans, singing one of his old themes with the briefcase, meaning business here tonight. Marching his way into the ring, showing up that FU briefcase, planting it down with the crowd, singing along with him. Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura winning the FU briefcase in a ladder match at Bella Fortuna. And he's looking to get a victory over a very angry Englishman known as Edward P123. Now, last time on Cult of Ed Wrestling, Edward P123 did actually attack CM Punk after CM Punk had a match. CM Punk did get the victory, did get a win over Ilya Dragunov, and bringing out the old coat and stuff here tonight. Edward is. CM Punk beating Ilya Dragunov, and Edward coming out immediately attacking CM Punk, hitting him with the Hardcore title, showing that he still is gunning for the Cult of Ed Wrestling Hardcore Championship. Even though he beat CM Punk in a steel cage match, that roll-up victory wasn't enough for him, and he still has laser sight on him. But CM Punk going to be in the main event here tonight, and Cult of Ed Wrestling management, to prevent Edward from going after CM Punk, put him in a match in the opener, separating them out of the building. CM Punk isn't even in the building at the moment, but if CM Punk attacks Edward P123, he might get suspended. He might get stripped of the title, and that's not good for CM Punk. Edward looking and ready to fight, and both of these men are hard-hitting strikers. Nakamura having the advantage with New Japan Strong Style system, winning MMA bouts. Edward, however, looking to brutalize people in the technician side of things, but Nakamura quickly getting the upper hand here. But the key thing to note is that Edward is gunning for the Hardcore title. He wants to get wins against anybody he possibly can. Nakamura getting the FU briefcase, can cash in at any point, anytime, anywhere with the FU briefcase. And at the moment, as we can see, Nakamura locking in. Real quick, going in for a pinfall attempt there. Nakamura scaling to the top rope. Looking for a diving knee drop onto the neck of Edward P123. Edward P123 not doing so hot right now. Crowd not behind Nakamura. Feeling like Nakamura is, dare I say, turned their back on him. But Nakamura has been proven in Cult of Ed Wrestling to be a formidable opponent. While not getting the title at every opportunity he has been a formidable opponent. And like, now Nakamura being taken into the corner, bashing his head into the turnbuckle. Yeah, we're just scaling to the top rope. Knee strike straight to the back of Nakamura's shoulders there. Both of these men are good with knee strikes. They are specialized with knee strikes and hard-hitting affairs. They're mostly quite equaled out in like different areas, whereas Nakamura, you know, MMA training, as I've already mentioned. But Edward P123, his whole thing is that he wants to brutalize you. He wants to tie you up in the British wrestling grapples. with the technical style, but also can just hit you as hard as possible. He wears out a certain target. At the moment, like, seems like the back of Nakamura's shoulder / neck. It seems to be the target Edward is going for at the moment. But now, as you can see there, going after the arms a little bit. Just every slight thing that Edward does is trying to wear out his opponent. And Nakamura is on the receiving end of that at the moment, trying to use the boots there, but Nakamura quickly getting up out of it, throwing Edward down. Trying to go for a stomp there, but didn't really take down Edward with a takedown into the ground and pound over the head. Nakamura covering up. Now going up to the top rope. What is he planning? Again, Nakamura to get up onto his feet. And just immediately drops down off the top rope, looking for a cutter. This time with a springboard cutter, delivering it to Nakamura. And that's one thing that Edward might have over Nakamura, is that Edward has been in the flyweight division. He is more quicker than Nakamura. And Nakamura, the age discrepancy as well between the two. But that isn't to say that Nakamura can't get the job done. We have seen that Nakamura can win multi-man matches. He can put on a one hell of a fight. And we're seeing that right now with just the stiff kicks to the chest after stomping him out. And now looking for a quick snap suplex into the ring. Nakamura dishing out even more damage. Trying to drop the knee on the throat again. But we're getting out of dodge. Now looking to possibly hit another big move there. Quickly taking down Nakamura. Nakamura going to the outside. Now we're just already lined up the gun trigger there. Going overhead with a suicide dive straight to the outside. Edward is not leaving anything up to chance. Immediately taking risks, but taking big risks to take down Nakamura. And again, trying to go for the back of the head. Nakamura quickly shoving Edward off. And now throwing Edward into the steel steps. 5 count by the ref. These men need to get back into that ring. And they're never thrown into the steps. Edward quickly getting up at 6. 7 by the ref, but Edward getting into the ring. Nakamura getting in shortly after. And Edward immediately with the takedown, knocking the ref into the ropes and just wailing on Nakamura's forehead. And immediately just going in with an overhand strike, lifting up Nakamura. Thrown into the ropes, or into the corner rather. Running knee strike into the corner there, not running into gear, but knee strike backstabber. Immediately targeting that back area, maybe looking for the lumbar powerbomb. And now just ground and pounding, no protection whatsoever from Nakamura. That could have busted him open if those strikes were landed up. And now the striking exchange happening here. And Nakamura, by the looks of it, he might actually be busted open. His hair might be hiding the cut, a big slap around the face. Yeah, that is I see a little bit of blood there behind the hair of Nakamura. Probably from those strikes on the ground. And then another striking exchange there. Enziguri right to the cut open side of Nakamura's head. And Edward again just looking to dish as much punishment as possible. And now German suplex into the center of the ring. Going up for the top rope splash. No, not top rope splash, but a splash into a cover. From a springboard attempt. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. Nakamura in, staying down there, and the frustration being built up there. Edward P1, 2, 3, thinking that that could have been it. And now Edward looking in the corner, readying up for something. Running knee strike, but Nakamura quickly counters it into a stomp into the gut and going in for the cover now of his own. Only a 1 count. I do not think that Nakamura was thinking that that could end things. It would be a surprise if that was. And a quick elbow strike from Edward to Nakamura. Running Nakamura into the ropes. Clothesline attempts right there. Now going in for another punch to the face. The blood is more prevalent. And maybe looking for possibly lumbar powerbomb. Maybe death sentence. Gonna be done here. Yep, it is a death sentence. Going in for the suplex into the Rainmaker. Nails it to perfection. Turning Nakamura inside out. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. Nakamura being pinned there, but giving one hell of a fight in the opener between Edward P. 1, 2, 3 and himself. Edward gaining a win here tonight. Looking to possibly dish out more damage against CM Punk later, but he'll be forced to leave the building before our main event here tonight. But a win is going a long way to securing a title shot down the road, possibly against CM Punk. After that great opener, we're starting off with our next match here tonight, and it is a triple threat match with Kazuchika Okada, Saradomon making his way out here, still wearing that robe, still wearing that Dapper Yapper robe with a little bit of a hard hat over here, and also Damian Priest. All three men who have beaten, well, I wouldn't say beaten, Damian Priest didn't, he lost by count out, but all people who have been gunning for the COEW Wrestling Heavyweight Champion are now all in this match right here. And Saradomon flexing his royalty, his money on display with this robe. Not being able to pick up the win at COEW Wrestling Bella Fortuna. The unfortunate side of things with no challenger really winning a title. I don't think any title has changed hands on that show. But Saradomon is not leaving that failure behind him in a month. Well, not a month, in like a couple weeks, like 6 weeks. Saradomon managed to get in the main event of a special show pay-per-view. Well, not pay-per-view, we don't do pay-per-views, but a special show against one of the top tier athletes in Jim. I took the fight to him. Like, he had a smart strategy to fight Jim. It's just he, like, one inexperience, and two, like, a slight mistake in there as well. If the plan went off without a hit, if the plan, like, went the way it was going, without any, like, mess-ups, that would have been perfect. The match would have, like, Saradomon would have possibly been our champion here tonight. But he didn't win. He definitely did still have inexperience. He definitely still has much to learn in COEW Wrestling. And that's what he's doing here tonight. He's gaining more experience against Damian Priest and Kazuchika Okada. And Damian Priest just marching out here on business. He feels like he's still screwed, even though he did lose the Contenders Fatal 4-Ways qualifiers and the main match. He still thinks that he should have another shot against Jim, and is trying to rack up them wins. And so that's why he's here tonight. He's trying to get another win over someone who was in the main event of a special show, and hopefully also beat one of the greatest wrestlers of all time in Kazuchika Okada, which we will see very shortly. Yeah, Damian Priest rising up with the fans in attendance. Saradomon, obviously the fan favorite. But we're soon to see another fan favorite to the Japanese people, which we are not in because we're in England, and that is the record-setting IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Kazuchika Okada. Okada staring out across the fans here tonight, with money raining down in front of him. He is called the Rainmaker for a reason, and in his debut match in COEW Wrestling, he beat Jim, a champion whilst Jim was having his warm-up match. Now that could be a stake to claim for the title. He has been the champion in the past. But Okada seems to not be going down that route. Instead, is now seemingly going after these people to get more wins. And I don't doubt that Okada wants to become COEW Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. He does have a claim for the title. While he's not pressed it or anything, he is going after people who are in top tier of like the main event scene, taking them all out, and then might set sight on there when there's a number one contenders opportunity that arises. But Okada now just staring at the fans in attendance. before stepping back down and getting ready for his fight here tonight. Saradamon, Damian Priest, and Okada all stretching their muscles, ready for this big war. This is not an elimination match. I should actually preface this. And now going into it, and immediately Damian Priest and Saradamon working together against Kazuchika Okada, taking down him immediately. The teamwork did not last that long, but it is something that has happened. Damian Priest seemingly getting the advantage over both men. Going in for a springboard forearm there, landing it to perfection. Saradamon walking on by, looking to launch Damian Priest on the outside. Nope, quickly just on the throat there. On the ropes. Okada now trying to go after this. Okada's not actually been the one to hit the first move here tonight, or hit any moves for that matter. It's mainly been Damian Priest and Saradamon holding Okada off before Damian Priest and him just start fighting. And again now Okada just immediately drop kick to the side of the head, landing in those kicks, and now just taking them on both like 2-on-1. And then Damian Priest getting the upper hand. Damian on the outside looking for a kendo stick, nailing it into the spine. You saw the splintering of the wood there on Okada's back, and now just shattering it on his knee. There could be foreign embedded objects in Okada right now, like splinters and stuff, and we won't know. But Saradamon being taken out on the outside. Okada being thrown around ringside at the moment. Big uppercut there, Okada, but quickly countering it. Okada throwing in Damian Priest, saying, "Come on, bitch," and then now going underneath the ring, looking for a weapon, looking for his own kendo stick. But Saradamon quickly disarming Okada, putting him on the ring, not ring apron, on the ring barricade. Barricade is there for the safety of the fans as well as the wrestlers, but can be used as a dangerous weapon, as we have seen multiple times. Quickly, Saradamon put. Okay, well that just happened. Just immediately super kicks to the back of the head of Saradamon when trying to deal with Okada in the corner, but now the tables have turned. Going around back, looking for a quick backdrop to Damian Priest. Okada now being taken out by Saradamon. Saradamon throwing Okada to the outside and immediately leaping over into. Oh no! I forgot the move name, but just immediately crashing and burning. And now using that kendo stick against both men. Saradamon did take down Okada earlier, but now just going after Damian Priest with a straight to the back. All three men on the outside. There's no countouts, no disqualification in this multi-man match, which could be dangerous. The quick punch there, that was a funk. I heard a funk. I think he might have punched the steel steps. And now going out, roll through. Super kick to the face. Lifting up Damian Priest. Throwing him inside the ring. Quick little bat ski to the face there. Punch to the spine, thrown over into the ropes. Overboard again. Quickly, face first onto the fucking baseball bat there. Going in for the cover, slapping Okada's face there, ref. I don't know how I feel about that. You might want to hold off on slapping the face of Okada. And then quickly, I don't even know what our move's called, but I'm just immediately just punching across the face and then taking down Damian Priest, like almost like with a cattle mutilation, just driving his face down, or I'm prettier, but like flipped over. Going in for that octopus hold onto Kazuchika Okada, but Okada getting out, probably taking some severe damage though from it. And Damian Priest with a punch, knocking down Saradamon whilst he was on his knees. Okada looking to go underneath, maybe looking for a quick STF right there. The leg has been pinched and going over by the hands. Damian Priest managing to get out of it, knocking in that jaw with an elbow strike. And Okada looking for a Rainmaker of his own. Turning it inside out. We could have seen a 2 Rainmaker victories back to back. Okada using that move as an expertly done. And a baseball bat shot to the eye socket of Damian Priest. You can immediately see blood outside of Damian Priest's head. And now just a baseball bat shot to the back of Saradamon. And Saradamon immediately looking for the octopus hold once again. Damian Priest might be injured at the moment. We do not know. No, Damian Priest broke it up. We saw that Okada was nearing the end of the ropes there, being stretched even further beyond. Damian Priest somehow fighting with possibly a fractured eye socket here tonight. Kick out at 1. Just the blood going down his face. A quick spear taking down Damian Priest once again. I'm just looking at that eye, man. That eye is bleeding. Damian Priest still fighting with everything he's got, despite the fact that he took a very nasty shot with the baseball bat. And immediately going in for that octopus hold again on Damian Priest, looking to submit him, but Damian Priest managing to get out of it. And just the blood, and just so much blood is on his head here tonight. And now Damian Priest springboard quickly with the takedown with the forearm, looking for a little bit of adrenaline there. Getting out of the ring whilst Okada has the kendo stick. And now going into underneath the ring, grabbing a chair, going up to the top rope there. And now quickly with an armbar attempt over the ropes. A wrench on the arm socket and trying to pop the shoulder of Okada, maybe tear a bicep. But now Okada trying to land a flapjack of his own. Quick clothesline from Damian Priest. Damian Priest is almost fueled on spite right now. Sledgehammer almost to the back there. South of Heaven being delivered to Okada. And as quick sledgehammer to the gut. Maybe looking to go and pin Damian Priest there with a sledgehammer shot. 1, 2, 3. And Saradamon picking up the victory there. Damian took out Okada, and then Saradamon sweeps him with the weapon, and immediately picking up that victory in this multi-man match. Showing that he still is capable of picking up big wins in COEW Wrestling. Our next match here tonight is going to be a warm-up match for hashtag DIY, going against the challengers of the Aerial Assassins. Now, it is important to know that the Aerial Assassins cannot challenge for the COEW Wrestling Tag Team Championships as long as DIY hold them. No matter what the results here, they cannot challenge for them as they've lost at Empire Revival. However, Will Ospreay trying to get that victory, and also Ricochet, they did beat their opponents last week. They're trying to gain more momentum, and if they get a win here, that does give them a lot more momentum in their own aspects as well. While they cannot challenge for tag gold, them getting victories here can lead them into more singles opportunities down the road. Like getting into number one contenders matches or just more singles matches, and building on the win streak that they can have, possibly trying to gain momentum to go back into the singles. We're not Will Ospreay and Ricochet have won singles matches in COEW Wrestling as well, but they've also lost some in the process, and they seem to be better as a unit. But the COEW Wrestling Tag Team Champions are now out here. They are facing off against another tag team at some point with the number one contenders match happening soon. Or not the number one contenders match, but fighting against the number one contenders very soon. Johnny Gargano marching on down here. Both of these men are on the same page. And now Johnny standing up on the top rope, ready and willing for a massive fight. But yeah, John Cena and Joe Hendry do want to go after these two. He wants, like, they want to beat the tag team champions, and they are not taking, at least John Cena, they're not taking him, like, lightly. Joe Hendry may be a different side to it, but they do want John Cena and Joe Hendry to be, like, they do want to beat them to keep hold of the titles, and they are not taking John Cena lightly. While saying that, the Aerial Assassins did beat Joe Hendry and John Cena. Will Ospreay with the hidden blade to the back of the head of the challengers and ensuring the victory there. And now just going after DIY, and so far Johnny Gargano has not landed a strike yet. Ricochet has not let up. He is going for everything he possibly can. And you know what? That is probably a good idea. Now Ricochet running over a little bit, like taunting to Smash the Ciampa, be like, you're bold, even though he is bold. Ricochet throwing Johnny Gargano into the corner with Will Ospreay. Gargano elbowing out of there. And quick Hurricane Runner. Both Gargano and Ricochet are definitely speed orientated, as the Aerial Assassins are mostly high flyers as well. But Will Ospreay and Smash the Ciampa do have that more grounded, brutal style about them as well. It's just Will Ospreay is probably the quickest person in this match with Ricochet. Like, the Aerial Assassins have got quickness under lock and key. And now looking in for Insecurity with a knee strike in the corner. And now an exploder from Tommaso Ciampa or Northern Lights. The Aerial Assassins got quickness, and I guess DIY got, like, just technical tag team, like, strategy on their side. These teams have been worn against each other for a while in COVID wrestling as well. So we'll see how this goes. A quick drop kick to the head there. So now it's over. Now stomping on the arm. Lift up. Kick to the gut. Looking for a neck breaker on Ricochet there. As soon as when Tommaso Ciampa got in, he's cutting off Ricochet immediately. And now Will Ospreay entering in the ring. Tommaso immediately answering with just a flurry of palm strikes or slaps to the face with a knee strike of his own. Throwing Will Ospreay into the corner of DIY. And immediately Tommaso Ciampa just going after Ricochet there. I do not think that is a smart strategy. I feel like you need to focus on Will Ospreay before things get dire, and baiting Will Ospreay in there for a cutter, I could have been wrong. Will Ospreay getting that hot tag but not being able to capitalize on it for 1 second. DIY knows the danger that Will Ospreay presents, and also Ricochet, and has been thoroughly beating the brakes into that as fast as possible. Now Tommaso Ciampa throwing Ricochet over the ropes. Immediately uppercut from Will Ospreay. Going in for a handspring Pele kick, nailing it with perfection. One and only a 1 count there. And Tommaso Ciampa looking to get Johnny Gargano in after that, but Tommaso Ciampa is not being let out of Will Ospreay's sight. And Will Ospreay with a Spanish fly there, taking down Tommaso Ciampa. And Tommaso quickly turning the tables, taking down Will Ospreay with his own stiff strike, going put him in the corner with Johnny Gargano, and immediately both men using tag team offense to take down the Billy Goat. And Gargano looking to be pumped up, and immediately Will Ospreay with a drop kick, like a backflip drop kick to Will Ospreay, throwing him into the corner. And now immediately Gargano getting out of there again, looking to possibly hit. Oh, yeah, in the sit down gun right now, dropping to his knees. Bringing out everything he possibly can. And Will Ospreay trying to crawl over, but Gargano not letting that happen. Lifting up Will, putting Will into the corner of DIY. Maybe looking for a tag finish here. Oh no, not really doing that. Instead, stretching out Will Ospreay. Now, quick punch over the head. Never punches, and a discus for elbow straight to the side of the head of Gargano. And immediately Will Ospreay tagging on out. after taking a little bit of punishment here, it might be a good idea to switch on out. And driving Johnny Gargano on his neck, going in for a pinfall attempt there, but that wasn't enough. And then immediate knee strike straight to the side of the head. Gargano quickly throwing Gargano into the ropes there, looking for a tag move. Oh, quickly just trying to wrench that neck forward, and then a kick to the back. But Will Ospreay with a big punt boot to the side of the head of Gargano. Immediately just being cocky right now. Throwing up the crowns. He didn't tag into Tommaso Ciampa there. Will Ospreay was in the way, but the referee says there is a tag. I've smelled controversy in the air here. But the League of Man, not Tommaso Ciampa. Getting his ass beat by Will Ospreay. Similarly to how he was hot tagged in. With Tommaso Ciampa being thrown into the corner. This is not an illegal participant in my books, but the referee says it is. Quickly smashing the head there. And elbow straight to Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay with elbows straight to the abdomen of Tommaso Ciampa. Now trying to grab hold of his head. Oh, and then immediately going in for the elbow straight to the gut again. Into the ropes. Elbow straight to the face. Enziguri takedown. Ospreay being taken down again. Stomp to the arm. Chop to the titties. Now going in for the cover over Will Ospreay. Only a 1 count though. Trying to stomp out the legs there of Will Ospreay, but Ospreay quickly turning the tables again, hitting those high angled kicks against Gargano. Now looking for a Fisherman Brainbuster potentially, or a Fisherman Driver. Fisherman Driver. And now looking in for the cover there of cross from Tommaso Ciampa, but that didn't really work. Ospreay a little bit confused, a little bit worn out there. Needed to catch his breath, tagging in Ricochet. Ricochet with some kicks to the legs. Oh, quickly grabbing all his boot. Elbow straight down onto his knee. Throwing him in the corner with DIY. And now, finally, we're getting into some tag action. That's how you do a proper tag, by the way. Now, Tommaso Ciampa looking for a brainbuster of his own. Driving it down on Ricochet. Going in for a cover. So a quick fisherman hook brainbuster. Now Tommaso Ciampa going in from behind. Knee strike straight to the jaw of Ricochet. And Tommaso Ciampa showing off to the crowd a little bit there. He might want to focus on the match a little bit more. Just a teeny weeny bit. And I'm looking for a lumbar powerbomb of his own. Project Ciampa straight to Ricochet, and Will Ospreay breaking up the pinfall, taking out the ref a little bit as well in the process. Tommaso Ciampa going up to the top rope. Immediately following up with a knee strike straight across Ricochet's neck. Lifting him up. Throwing Ricochet over into the corner. Elbow strike straight to the face. Kick to the leg there. And Ricochet doing a quick backflip into a German suplex to take down Tommaso Ciampa. Now Gargano's time to come in. Now roll through from Ricochet to Gargano. Only a 1 count. Quick elbow strike to Gargano. Now another brainbuster, but this time from Ricochet to Gargano. Gargano waiting for his opportunity, grabbing all that of Ricochet, but driving the knees of his bald head into Ricochet's head there. I don't know why of his bald head in the knees, but I don't know why I said that, but you get what I mean. Now on the outside. Thrown into the barricade there, just bouncing off of it. Tommaso Ciampa just stomping on the head of Ricochet on the outside. Now both men trying to go for something, a punt kick or bicycle kick, taking down the knees there of Tommaso Ciampa, but Tommaso quickly getting the upper hand after that collision. Only a 7 count there, the referee saying get back in the ring. And Tommaso looking to take out his frustration on Will Ospreay. Maybe? No, he isn't. Back to the action. Knee strike straight to the head of Ricochet. Going in for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Ricochet's done. The Air Assassins have been beat by Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano here tonight. High fives all around for their warm-up match against Joe Hendry and John Cena at some point down the line in COEW Wrestling. We are back in COEW Wrestling and it's time for our women's match here tonight. It is Jade Cargill versus Toni Storm versus Mia Yim versus another participant, which I remember if I stole enough to say the name of, because I literally remembered it until now. I think it's Zero. Yes, it is Zero. Yeah, that is there. So it is a fatal 4-way women's match here tonight, and Toni Storm acting a little bit wild here. Timeless Toni Storm making her way down the ring. A little bit crazy right now. And now just bobbing around. Toni Storm being a former women's champion in COEW Wrestling. This match, I do believe, is not elimination as well as other important information. Is that it's not like elimination, so it'll be the first pinfall victory. And we have seen all of these women here. Now, this is not a Women's Contenders match, as you know, at COEW Wrestling Bella Fortuna. We saw Lyra Valkyria get the victory, becoming the Women's Contenders to the Women's Championship, but this is definitely a good step for anybody who wants to gain momentum, for anybody who wants to be talked in the title picture to get some wins underneath their belt. And Toni Storm obviously wanting to get the COEW Wrestling Women's Championship as quickly as she can again. And Mia Yim, a person who's been racking up a reputation for herself in COEW Wrestling, is back out here again tonight to get more wins. And there you go, Mia Yim partying on down the ring and about to enter it into this fatal 4-way. I almost said triple 4-way. That is not how that works. The fans supporting her in the arena tonight. She did manage to beat Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, by the way, unsuccessful at defeating Sparkle Siren. And you know, like maybe Mia Yim, who had beaten Rhea Ripley once, can use that underdog energy to get the victory here tonight against these opponents. But in saying that, there is another woman coming out here, a woman that is yet to win a match in COEW Wrestling, and that is Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill, people are accusing her of being overly hyped, overly presented, but we'll see how it goes. She believes in her skills, and maybe this sort of match can get her back on the winning ways and put her in better point of view into the fans' perspective. Jade Cargill taking off that jacket and now marching on down to the ring with purpose, with a capital P there. Jade wanting desperately to get a win in COEW Wrestling, wanting desperately to prove to naysayers that she belongs in this ring. she hasn't won anything. She has been on the losing end for a lot of them, and a lot of them have been quick matches as well, to be fair. But she has been shown improvement, and she is here tonight, and she is, like you know, I might be called a doubter of Jade Cargill, so maybe we'll see how this goes. See if she will back up what she believes in the ring. Our next participant making her way down to the ring is Zera as well. And Zera, as specified in an interview, we have been asking questions, what's that deal with Sparkle Siren? And Zera's not been budging on it. Like, we said, like, hey, we would learn after the thing, and she hasn't budged on it since. But there is rumors that there is going to possibly be for the title. It is possibly another shot down the road. Was possibly the deal. That's the most popular theory. There's other theories as well what that deal could be. But Zera is here to make a statement and make an example out of these three women. Now, she is still on top of the women's division. Even though she doesn't have the title, she calls the shots around here. And that's what she is prepared to do. That's what she claims. And that she is the person to be the end-all or be-all in this division. And, like, she's got a massive winning streak spanning across multiple shows at the moment. And now she is ready for war one more time. And even then, just that stare across the ref right there, just immediately intimidation is what Zera's going for. And we can see how dangerous she can get as well. Now, I do believe that Zera has lost the last special show, not last special show, but the last show, if I remember, against, I believe, it was like Jamie Hayter. And Zera does have unfinished business with Jamie Hayter. She has made it clear that Jamie Hayter is not getting away lightly with beating her. But could she get back to her winning ways here tonight? Who knows? We'll see. Toni Storm, Mia Yim, Jade Cargill, and Zera. All readied up and willing to go. The bell has been rung, the match is underway, and immediately the women are splintered off to fighting one another. Zera's going after Mia Yim, and Toni Storm is going after Jade Cargill. And so far, taking out the competition. Thrown into the ropes there. Quickly, Zera taking down Toni Storm there. I don't think that was the main goal, but that did happen. Going in for a cover here. Only a one count. Now mounting on top of Jade Cargill, landing in those strikes. You know, quickly going to the outside. Going for a ladder there. Toni Storm with a quick drop kick to the head of Jamie Hayter. Jade Cargill. They both begin with J, and also mentioned Jamie Hayter earlier. DDT. But also there is massive difference between Jade Cargill and Jamie Hayter. And Toni Storm putting Jade Cargill onto the ropes. Mia Yim quickly taking on Toni Storm. Now going for a base whip out around the shoulder there before Zera coming on in, trying to go after the arm of Mia Yim. But Mia Yim taking on everybody before Jade Cargill got involved. And immediately Zera going back on the assault on Jade Cargill. And a quick, thrown into the steel steps there from Zera to Mia Yim, and now Toni Storm and Zera are just slugging it out by ringside. Tables are being introduced in the ring. Jade Cargill doing her taunt inside the ring. Jade being thrown over. Spinebuster on the outside by Zera, and Zera quickly showing off. Maybe this is elimination. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I don't think it's elimination. Here's the thing, I don't think it is because of the fact that if nobody mentioned any specific new rules. But also, Sarah's not actively breaking up any pinfalls right now. I think this might actually be an elimination match. I could have been wrong. I could have got my intel wrong from the running sheet. Either way, no one has been eliminated yet. Even though nobody's breaking it up, we've seen spine busters, we've seen other big moves being on display. We've just seen a counter there of something being about to be done to Zera from Tony Storm. And Tony Storm immediately knee is being popped out of the socket. And now I'm going up top here tonight, going up even higher, trying to go down with a double axe handle, not even a double axe handle, just a quick overhand punch off the top rope. And then immediately with a cover on top of a table, which is probably not a good idea. Quickly with a head scissors, taking down onto the table, a little bit more damage because of all the supports in the back. Now looking for a power slamming into the corner. No, dropping head first onto the top turnbuckle. And 8 defeat 2-0 from Mia Yim. Could this be our first elimination here tonight? 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. These women are still in this battle right now. Tony Storm looking for Storm 0 pole driver there. And now going in for the cover on Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill might be the first one eliminated tonight. And say goodbye to Jade Cargill. We're now down to 3 women. I would very much like to apologize that my run sheet is a bit messy there. I thought there wasn't an elimination match, but there is. And a quick suplex takedown to Mia Yim. 1, 2, and a kick out 2. But didn't seem to do a lot of damage. Quick kick to the gut, and now looking for a pedigree on Tony Storm again. And now looking in for a collar. 1, 2, 3. Tony Storm is out, and now it's Mia Yim versus Zera. 2 people who love the color blue. And meeting Mia Yim with a powerbomb of her own. Working over Zera as what is needed in this match, to be fair. Mia Yim could get the victory here against a former multiple-time COEW Wrestling heavyweight champion. But Zera looking for possibly a powerbomb on the baseball bat on the lower back right there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's no way. There was no way that Zera was not winning that after that powerbomb onto the on the baseball bat up the spine. That is insanely harsh. That is very bad for Zera's opponents. But Zera getting a winner tonight, not giving a damn what she just did to Mia Yim's back. A possible injury there, we'll need to go and see the doctors. But Zera picking up the win nevertheless here tonight in COEW Wrestling. And now here it is tonight, and Pac and Mock are in the ring ready to go in for a match here tonight. And Pac immediately with a sucker punch to Mock before this match got even started, just offering out a handshake, Mock not taking it, and Pac just punching Mock in the face before immediately doing in some drop kicks. I was about to say, we want to welcome Pac back into COEW Wrestling. If you do not know the lore between Pac and COEW Wrestling, Pac was actually the first ever wrestling match on COEW Wrestling Season 1, which isn't up on YouTube. And it was LP123 versus Pac. Those were the 2 people who wrestled. And thus, these 2, have been intrinsically part of COEW Wrestling. And now, they're here fighting again. Pac fighting back in here, looking at, Jim being like, hey, I want that title shot, making his statement clear of what he wants, a title that he's never actually challenged in COEW Wrestling, despite being, here, for a lot of the time, and is now actively targeting against Mock's leg, actively trying his hardest to beat Mock, and throwing Mock into the ring. Pac immediately, Pac was just immediately on the offset, a sucker punch at the start, immediately landing the drop kicks, and Mock has not landed a single strike here tonight from the bastard. or to the Bastard himself. And Pac now immediately going after the arms one more time, dishing out more punishment, going after the knees, possibly going to target the back of the knee there. Snapping the leg back. And you go and slap the leg again. Yep, there you go. Now rolling to the outside. Going up top. Oh, suicide dive immediately to Mock. And Mock finally getting some offense in. Throwing Pac into the announce table. Finally shaking off after that initial assault from Pac. Getting an opening and landing in some strikes of his own. Mock's partner Burn being still injured in COEW Wrestling. And Mock trying to do things solo and not really getting off so good foot with it. Even though Mock was very capable singles competitor before, he definitely does work better in a team with Burn, and Burn being out, it's not really a good sign. But Mock trying to land in some of the big moves against Pac at the moment, trying to get the wind back in his sails. Pac only with a kick out of one. Not really staying down, not really much done to him other than Mock like being pounded on for like most of the match. Pac just immediately trying to get out, trying to create as much distance as possible, but Big Boo could have knocked out the Bastard. 1, 2, and a rope break there. Pac immediately stretching the arm out, grabbing hold of the rope right there, which the referee saw, not even wasting that much energy for a kick out. And immediately Mock going after the opposite arm there, trying to instill like a little bit of regret from Pac there, but Pac not regretting anything. The Bastard immediately taking it to him, immediately lifting up, kick to the gut right there, looking for possibly a power driver from Pac. No, a quickly running powerbomb there to Mock. 1, 2. And then a kick out there. The Bastard still fighting in this fight. And a snap suplex. The crowd chanting, "We are not worthy" to the Bastard's return. And Mock was just trying to get a win now. Trying to like prove that he isn't just only a tag act. Now going overboard, trying to log Pac's arms over there. Mock beating their chest like a drum kit right now. 4, 5, 6. Oh, punch to the side of the head. A sucker punch of his own there. Just immediately just clocking around the ear of Pac. And, you know, Pac has them bigger elf ears, if you know what I'm saying. Quickly with kitchen sink with those metal knee pads. I still want to know who allowed metal knee pads into a normal wrestling attire, but AO, I'm not the one running the company. Now Pac immediately turned over and landing his own strikes against Mock. And the thing is, between these two can be in intensity. They can be both very intense, very brutal in their actions. Pac needs to just lock in the brutalizer and he can immediately choke you out with the Rings of Saturn brutalizer, whatever you call it. He can hit the black arrow at any time. Mock, discus elbow, big boot, the tiger like driver, or like tiger like toss and powerbomb. I think it's called the tiger driver, but like Will Ospreay also is called Never Move Tiger Driver, so there's like 2 different moves. And now going in for a DDT on the apron with his bald head, turning it inside out, and that's what I mean. Pac will fight to the very last breath. He doesn't care if you're injured, if you got wife, kids, husband, brother, sister, whatever you like have. He doesn't care about your family. He doesn't care about you being able to make a living anymore. He will beat you to a pulp to get what he wants. And Pac, like a little bit there, as you can see, just a frustration's building, and then a little bit of taunting there. Circling around the outside of the ring, getting in with the referee in between them, but the referee stepping out of the way when Mock charged in. Mock would have just barreled through the ref, probably. Mock, known for that, again, those like really, really dangerous strikes with the big boot and the elbow that can take people out. And like, there you go, like with the backbreaker here, just 2 backbreakers on the metal knee pad. Now about to be a 3rd. all of those like moves you would think like it would hurt normally, but with metal like enhancements to them, like that's going against your spine. Imagine like a knight armor like going across flesh. That's how like those knee pads are like. And now the Tiger Driver from Mock to the bastard Pac, and Pac might be taken out for a while now. 1, 2, 3, and Pac been eliminated. Well, not even eliminated, but beaten in his return match by Mock here tonight. We thought that Pac might not win, or not win, but might win. And Mock was like just gonna be led to the slaughters after the start, but Mock pulled it back and got the victory here tonight against Pac. Or probably one of the few people who can stand up against him. And Jim, probably watching this match from wherever he is, probably seeing it being like, oh yeah, then I'm not worried about Pac anymore. Which doesn't help the challenger when he says that he wants a title shot against a world champion, obviously. Well, after Pac lost there, we're in our next match here tonight, which is a triple threat match starring top Joe Hendry and Jay White here tonight. Now, Joe Hendry is going to be out here without John Cena after his loss against Will Ospreay and Ricochet last week. But Top wanted to get a big victory here tonight in COEW Wrestling. He is sick and tired of losing. He has lost a couple of matches in COEW Wrestling. He has won some as well. He's won against CM Punk, and he wants to, have that shot against for the COEW Wrestling Hardcore Championship. But he is sick and tired of people doubting his abilities when he believes in himself. And we're coming out here supporting the same colours that LP123 did earlier tonight. Could this be a win for the Art of Suffering across the entire show? Could Top get a win here? LP123 did get a win earlier on against Shinsuke Nakamura. Like, could this be the day that they both get victories? Laser focused on achieving the goals. Top wanting to get back into that heavyweight title scene. He wants to get a title. He wants to be what he deems is the best wrestler alive. He believes that he should be always talked about. He should be on all the posters. He should be on all of the promotional material for the show. And like, he's looking around, readying to see what's going on with the crowd. But he's got to go and go through two people, and these two people are not to be taken lightly. And Top is just marching around the ring, ready for literally anything to happen. And anything is going to be followed up real soon with our next participant coming out to the ring. It is Joe Hendry, one half of the number one contenders for the COEW Wrestling Tag Team Championships. And Joe Hendry about to get ready for his posing, looking at a flash photography, and there he is. He appears. Now, he did lose the match last week, as we've already mentioned earlier. He did take a hidden blade to the back of the head from Will Ospreay, which didn't spell the end for the match, but he's looking to get a singles victory here tonight to make up for that loss. And the crowd actually behind him for the most part. They're like, woo, Joe Hendry, which is kind of like maybe that rub from being associated with a legendary wrestler like John Cena is helping this case, or maybe the fans just love him. Everybody here believes in Joe Hendry. Well, when I mean everybody, I'm probably not Top. Top looking salty as hell on the outside, but the crowd are cheering for this man who's only been in COEW Wrestling for only a little bit over someone like him. And Joe Hendry waving his hands in the air, trying to get the crowd to do it with him. But there is one man left in this triple threat match, and it is King Switch, the catalyst of professional wrestling, Jay White, making his way down to the ring. And Jay White not happy at all. At the last show, he didn't get the win against CM Punk, despite what he believes is one of the most competitive matches, saying that he would have broken CM Punk without some dastardly things being done there, that he was the rightful winner. And he isn't. He lost. But Jay White picking up those wins in COEW Wrestling, losing at a stage like that, feels like that he needs to prove himself again, and he is going after gold. He says that no matter what, the Switchblade will be hanging in the balance. He will get gold again once in COEW Wrestling, season 4. And Jay White is just marching on down now. The crowd not looking impressed with him, and him not looking impressed with either of them. Getting into the ring. Just staring at his participants on the outside. Before immediately rearranging the situation and going back into his neutral stance, readying for a fight. Jay White, not really beloved, probably the most hated person in this match. Top, just with this vicious streak, the meanness that he has. Probably not also a fan favorite, but definitely Joe Hendry is. And now it's time for them to. And Jay White and Top immediately going into grapple. They haven't even acknowledged the existence of Joe Hendry quickly with a super kick there. But Joe Hendry grabbed all that leg, then did do the super kick, and immediately turned it into an ankle lock. Now, if you don't know, Joe Hendry did fight against Kurt Angle on the independent scene. He did lose to Kurt Angle, but that is a match that he learned a lot of. Joe Hendry is also a wrestling expert. He has done MMA. He has done, like, legit fighting outside of the pro wrestling industry, and has been successful. He's been in the Commonwealth tournaments and stuff with it. Joe Hendry is legit as they come. Top also with a vicious mean streak. He has been a former multiple-time COEW Wrestling heavyweight and hardcore champion. He has been COEW Wrestling Tag Team Champions with Edward P123. Also, he is a Grand Slam holder of the titles in COEW Wrestling. And Jay White has been on the cusp of greatness all the time in COEW Wrestling. I think he's even won titles in COEW Wrestling. But he wants to win more titles now. He's been on this developing streak. He has won and he's beaten big stars as well in this company. And they should not be taken lightly. And that's what's happening right now. Now, all of these men have something to prove. All of these men have something that they want. They want goals to achieve, and the way how they achieve it, getting wins. Because wins and losses matter. Because, like, nobody will want a person who loses all the time to get the title. They want people who proved themselves in the ring. And now, immediately targeting the head there of Jay White. Top immediately going around, slapping all of the candlesticks to the ribs there. And Top immediately getting hold of that knee bar. Not on Top there, but Jay White getting hold of the knee bar on Top, and Top grabbing hold of that knee. Even though that's on for a couple of seconds, that can do some serious ligament damage. That means that the knees is a weakness of Top in this match, and also can slow down his ability to fight. Jay White is very much great in that aspect. In fact, Jay White is a great defensive wrestler. Jay White always fights defensively. He always tries to make sure that his opponent has to outsmart him and not the other way around. He always lures them in, and just all you need to do is just hit that Blade Runner and then you're done. You're just gone. Immediately Joe Hendry doing the work there, and immediately with the kendo stick. Jay White training, like he'd been trained as a young lion in the New Japan's dojo system, which is very, very brutal and how to train people, but it teaches you the basics. Jay White also just like before that, even then, like did some training as well in the UK. Originally not from the UK, from New Zealand. Now quickly, Top with a double stomp to the chest. Top, an American wrestler, learned this from like a while back, and like has been putting it to every good use in COEW Wrestling. Now just dropping that elbow down onto the knee constantly. DDT right there, going in. Jay White. Oh, Top immediately taking down Jay White there. And grappling again. Throwing him over. Going down underneath. Quickly sweeping the legs. And then a quick kick to the chest. And a quick sledgehammer to the back of the Top's spine there. That wasn't a sledgehammer to the dick. I think that was, and that ain't good for the Top if he ever wants children. Now going in for the cover. One. Only a one count there. A quick shot to the leg. One. And you know, 1 count by the ref. Jay White down on the mat. And Joe Hendry immediately being taken on again and again. It's that leg lock. It's that knee bar that Jay White is using. He's going after the legs of his opponent to see if he can get a victory there. Tom just threw a sledgehammer at Joe Hendry. He just threw a sledgehammer at the head of Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry might have suffered an injury there. Depending how that hit him, because I didn't see fully how that hit him, I don't know if it's the wooden part or the actual hammer part, he threw a sledgehammer at his face. No matter what way you try to, like, shape it, that is horrid like that. This isn't even a hardcore match, this is just a multi-man match. And we've already just seen how far Top will take things in order to win. Literally throwing a hammer at someone's head. And a quick knee curb stomp there by Jay White. Big Boy Sentinel taking down Top. And going in for a cover here. 1, 2, and kick out of 2. I'm surprised he's not concussed. I'm surprised that there is not even like busted open blood damage or whatever. And Jay White now targeting the head of... Did he just spit on Joe Hendry there? Well, as I was saying, you're targeting the head of Joe Hendry. That is a weakness. And a quick, like, pop-up chokeslam on the chair of Jay White there, like, causing some significant more damage. Jay White might be out of it, being taken a finishing move by Joe Hendry. But Joe Hendry still down on the mat. Jay White quickly with a drop kick, taking down Top. So been thrown in the corner. Quick uppercut, taking down Top. Going in for a Rainmaker and nails it to Top himself. I know. Again with the spitting, I don't think that's a good idea. Stop spitting on your opponents. Jay White having no such respect for anyone in this business so far. Jay White going after the baseball bat there attempt. I think it just hit the shoulder. Let go of like the hold there. And taking on Jay White before Jay White can even use the baseball bat. Jay White throwing Joe Hendry into the ropes, going on underneath, Snapdragon suplex. All Jay White needs to do is hit that Blade Runner, and immediately does hit the Blade Runner. Top on the outside. He needs to get up real fast and in the ring, otherwise that will be it. And quickly with a pinfall there, Jay White getting the victory here tonight. And we are back here tonight in COEW Wrestling for a semi-main event here tonight against Lyra Valkyria versus Loki. This is Lyra Valkyria's warm-up match before she fights against Sparkle Siren. Sparkle Siren is not here tonight. She is probably at home watching this match from getting notes on Lyra Valkyria. Well, Lyra Valkyria is fighting against one of the top 3 women in Loki here to get a good warm-up against the champion. Now, the Sparkle's warm-up will be next week in COEW Wrestling. She'll be fighting against a mystery opponent that we'll only find out on the day. But Lyra Valkyria has been picking up some decent wins. Has won at Bella Fortuna in the triple threat to earn the rights to be the number 1 contender. Or not the number 1 contender, but earn the rights to face in the match to get number 1 contender. And she beat Dakota Kai in the main event last week in COEW Wrestling. And she is gunning for that COEW Wrestling Women's Championship against Sparkle. And this is just another challenge to her. If she loses this, it doesn't really matter. Like, it won't take her title shot away from her. But if she gets a win over here, that's a lot of momentum to build up into facing against Sparkle. And Loki hasn't actually won that many matches in COEW Wrestling. Like, to be fair, Loki is one of the top 3 women in COEW Wrestling. And, like, she hasn't really been used that much like this season so far. Like this season, since she lost the title to Zera, she's been like in multi-women matches, but has not really had a chance to prove why that she should go back after the belt, even though she desperately does want to. And thus, like, she's now actively pursuing the title again. She's actively trying to prove to everybody why she belonged in that slot that she did, that Sparkle Siren left behind. Because, like, there is, like I said before, there's 3 different stages of this women's division. There's the Sparkle Soldier, which when she ran it, then there's Loki, and then there was Zera. Sparkle's now got the belt back, but Loki is still pretty much like there ready to brawl with about anyone, and now Loki looking to land a big burning hammer there to Lyra Valkyria, stomp to the back of the head of Lyra Valkyria. Quickly with a power slam, going in for a moonsault there. Lyra Valkyria getting the upper hand now and landing a clothesline with Loki in the corner, stomped down. Immediately going after the leg. Loki quickly being taken down by Lyra Valkyria. Going after the legs, quickly going around to the punch to the back of the head. Right, and then going around Hurricane Rana. Quick drop kick. Nope, never mind. Loki coming back in. Ducked underneath. And a quick power slam. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. Stomp on the arm. And a quick knee driver straight to the back of the hand. Quick kick to the side of the ear. Over there with another stomp to the face. Loki's specialty is probably in brawling. Probably a lot better at brawling and getting down to like throwing hands than Lyra Valkyria, but Lyra Valkyria is small, can probably get out of those big things and a bit more nimbler than Loki. Now quickly going into a shoulder barge by Lyra Valkyria, going to a stomp on the ankles. Quickly with a standing moonsault there, going in for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. Kick to the side. Quick splash. Quick standing moonsault. Right, kick. Hurricanrana. Coastline. And quickly with punches to the gut from Sarah to Lyra Valkyria, throwing Lyra Valkyria back into the ring. Quick spear to the gut, taking down Loki onto the outside. Stomp again, elbow to the back. Stomp again to the back of the neck. Drop kick. Now Northern Lights on the outside. Lyra Valkyria trying to get some decent offense in on the outside with Loki. Maybe looking for a count out. Though I doubt very heavily that she'll let that happen. But I could be wrong. Loki stirring on the outside. And Lyra Valkyria immediately with a suicide dive taking down Loki. Baiting Loki to get up because of the count, and then immediately springing into action once again. Loki throwing Lyra Valkyria into the barricade back first, and then immediately dropping the knees first onto the head. And quick discus clothesline. Now going around back. Quick elbow strikes. Quickly going onto the steps there. And then another steps. Stomp on the ass cheeks right there of Loki. Quickly being kicked over. Lifts up. Put into the corner and immediately a punch to the face. Going around the legs. Kick to the ankle there, trying to slow down Lyra Valkyria. Loki. Putting Lyra Valkyria on the ropes. Looking to hit her with possibly a decapitating clothesline, which the referee is blocking out of view. Great job, cameraman, just filming the ref's back. The rebound clothesline there, Russian leg sweep, takedown. Going in for a cover, one, and a quick, and one count. Quick punch overhead. Now going on for the strikes against the head of Lyra Valkyria. Punch to the side out again. Elbow straight to the gut. Right after the shoulder. Quick punch to the side of the head. Dives down underneath, jumps over. Quick arm drag, takedown. Kick to the chest. Immediately trying to go in for an enziguri, but I don't know if that hit or not. Lyra Valkyria now going for her finish. Nailing Loki down with it. This could be it, but it was a kick out. Quickly Lyra Valkyria trying to go in. Quick chop overhead. Quick shoulder barge, takedown. Stomp on the face. Knee drops to the spine. Now Loki looking for something big probably here. Looking for the power slam combo with a leg drop across the throat. The move that have won her many of titles in COEW Wrestling 1, 2, 3, and Loki pick up a win against the #1 contender here tonight. Congratulations to Loki, proving why she is one of the top 3 women in COEW Wrestling in that upper echelon. Picking up a huge win for herself here tonight. It is time for our main event here tonight in COEW Wrestling, and it is for the COEW Wrestling Hardcore Championship, and it is the #1 contender Jon Moxley, who won last week, going up against CM Punk. Now we can confirm LP 123 has been escorted out of the building, and he has cooperated with staff with being escorted out of the building, but that doesn't still mean that CM Punk is safe. We will keep watch to make sure LP 123 is not in the building throughout this entire match, but also With that being said, CM Punk is not 100%. We do know that he has sustained an injury whilst being attacked by MVP123 and being hit with the belt. And now Jon Moxley looking to take advantage of that in this hardcore match for the COEW Wrestling Hardcore Championship. And out next is our champion CM Punk, making his way down to the ring. I think so anyway. He's taking a little bit of his sweet time right now. And there he is, CM Punk wearing all yellow, and already you can see the bandaging on his arm right there. Not doing well, having a little bit more injuries, with the chest being more aggravated of his chest injuries and also head injuries here. But CM Punk is ready for all-out war. And it's clobbering time from the straight edge man himself.
Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, the Action Hardcore Champion, CM Punk.
And Punk marching on down to the ring. After defending his championship at Bella Fortuna against Jay White in a vicious match as well, CM Punk is getting more battered and, you know, not doing well there. But he is trying to keep hold of the title. He wants to become a fighting champion in COEW Wrestling, and he's going up against a dangerous man in Jon Moxley to see if he can retain this title. Jon Moxley and CM Punk have had their wars in other wrestling companies, with both men getting wins against each other. So we'll see who will win in this fight here tonight. But Punk holding on to that title, meaning a lot to him. He isn't at 100%, and that is a problem for CM Punk. He isn't going into a hardcore match where he is not 100%. And now the bell has been rung. This is for the COEW Wrestling Hardcore Championship, even if the referees did not hold up the belt for some reason. Now going in for a clothesline into the corner. CM Punk immediately wearing out the boots there, going in for a knee strike. Punk with a standing on the shoulder. Knees drop down to the back. Stomp on the back again. Now Punk going to the outside here. Looking for a weapon already in this hardcore match. And bringing out a ladder. Shannon, we want tables, the crowd asks. Moxley might oblige. Yeah, but he is obliging. He has got a table right now and immediately clocks CM Punk with it and drops the table. I think CM Punk's already busted open. He just dropped the table on CM Punk's head, busting wide open. 2 hits with the table has busted open CM Punk. Just by where it landed. He's already bleeding. And then immediately dropping him on his neck on the outside. The laceration across the forehead of Punk. Punk now hitting Jon Moxley back. Looking for the Anaconda Vice on the outside. Now elbow strike straight to the back there. There's more of the ribcage area needing to be taped up, and the head trauma has been taken with the belt, probably softening CM Punk up a little bit. Moxley has got CM Punk where he wants him, but Punk fighting out underneath. Looking possibly for GTS on the outside earlier on in this fight. Like, he's just immediately go for the finish. Go for everything he can land. Big moves against Jon Moxley, nailing it in the jaw. Going in for the cover now. 1, 2, 3. That was quick. CM Punk picking up the victory, defending his COEW Wrestling Hardcore Championship. Bleeding very heavily, but literally, that was quick. Just a quick flash knockout strike with the GTS, putting Jon Moxley to sleep before retaining the title here tonight in COEW Wrestling. CM Punk celebrating with the crowd. And that is all for tonight in COEW Wrestling. We will see you next week. Thank you very, very much for watching. Have a nice day, have a nice life, have a nice whatever, and I shall see you all later.
We want the